What a performance by Caitlin Clark. What a performance by Caitlin Clark. This was a 23-point game that, going into the fourth quarter, was a 6-point game. This was a 6-point game. They won the fourth quarter by 17 points. They won it by 17. Caitlin Clark comes out with a big fourth quarter. Kelsey Mitchell with a fantastic with a 24-point second half. A fantastic second half for Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin had an 18-point first half, followed by a 19-point second half. Caitlin Clark turned the ball over 5 times in her first 5 minutes on the floor and then didn't turn the ball over for the rest of the game. Starters all plus 20 plus, except for a -2 for Monique Billings. It was a game where Sophie struggled. Lexi was brilliant. But all we got to say, hyping up this game is... Gimme a point guard from Iowa, driving to the basket and shooting from 30. Gimme a point guard from Iowa, drafted by the Fever, and we're winning the league. Let's fucking go, Caitlin. What a performance. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, unfortunately, did not combine for 70. They did, however, combine for 67 points. I don't know where this is in all-time duos. I really don't know where this is. Caitlin Clark set a record for her most threes. Caitlin Clark's arms are in a bad way. Like, look at her arms. Look at how scratched up her arms are. The referees don't give a damn, as we've seen from 4 free throw attempts. And this was... JC's meant to be a good defender. Dejanay's meant to be locked down. Dejanay's supposed to be locked down. Dejanay's, on this Sky team, they beat the Valks and the Liberty in their last 2 games. And Indy didn't have Aaliyah. Oh my God, this was one of those games where it's like, oh yeah, just... When things are clicking for Caitlin Clark, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter who's on her. It didn't matter who is on her at all. It is what it is. KK Timpson. You got to give credit where credit's due. KK has been a revelation. KK has been a revelation. Thank you so much for the $5. Sing again, 5 turnovers. I couldn't give a damn. I tweeted out at the start of the game, I would rather Caitlin be aggressive, make aggressive turnovers, than be passive. Than see her be passive. Straight up. That is all that that's all we have to say. But the scariest part is that the Indiana Fever, you know the argument of the Indiana Fever are better without Caitlin Clark that people make? The exact same. The exact same thing can be said about Aaliyah. With Caitlin healthy, the Fever are 3-0 without Aaliyah Boston. They are 3-0 without Aaliyah. Again, in the last 2 games, Caitlin Clark has averaged 41 and 10 in the last 2 games Aaliyah Boston hasn't played. That is the craziest thing. Caitlin's average 40, it's a 41? 41 and 10.5 in the last 2 games Aaliyah hasn't played. And it's weird how much they're getting in each other's way this year, but it doesn't really matter too much. The Indiana Fever in this game, this was a really close one early. And I thought the Sky did a good job. I thought they really struggled with Camila Cardoso. I thought from Chicago's perspective, it was a really good start by Cardoso. Sydney Taylor was quiet. I thought Azure was really good at times. Cloud hit a couple of shots. But the Sky, 35 for 69. The Sky shot above 50% in the field. They just couldn't hit a 3. They let Koulibaly have 12 on them. E will hit 4 for 4 from the free throw line. If you've ever watched Elizabeth Williams shoot a free throw, that might be one of the most shocking things ever, that she went 4 for 4 from the line. And I know the Sky, the Sky are a good team. I don't really care what anyone says. They are a good team. They're a really good team. In the way of they haven't been an easy out for anyone. They won the series against the Golden State Valkyries. The only other team to win the series against the Valkyries are the fucking Lynx. They won the series against Golden State. That is extremely difficult to do. Thank you so much for $10. 5 turnovers, 1 bad pass, 1 no call out of bounds, 3 your teammates fumbled. Yeah. Unfortunately, that happens. And you want her to keep throwing those passes. If they're caused by a teammate fumbling them, you want her to keep throwing them. You want her to keep throwing every single one of those passes. You want Caitlin to be as aggressive as possible, because when she is aggressive and she's not second guessing herself, she's the best or second best player in this league. It is madness. It is absolute madness what Caitlin Clark can do at her best. And Kelsey Mitchell as well. You got to give credit to a lot of players. And first of all, I want to give my MVP in their role. I think today there are multiple players I'm putting on the MVP in their role category. First up, not Sophie's good game, but Lexi. Welcome back, Lexi Hull. And it wasn't just that she was hitting shots. She's not going to hit 6 of 8 every single game. She was cutting. She wasn't tripping over her own feet. She didn't look completely lost out there. This is what you want from Lexi. Even if that said 6 points instead of 14, and she went 2 or 3 of 8 from the field and 1 of 3, if it was 7 points, I'm okay with that. We just need effort and 7 points per game from Lexi Hull. And if you guys agree as well, leave a like. We've only got 200 likes on the stream. We're trying to get to 500. If you're watching this as a video, it would be nice to get to it would be nice to get to 500 likes in the video. But this game was Hull was fantastic. Maisha Hines-Allen, she's a better hub than Aaliyah. I hate saying it because she's not a better basketball player than Aaliyah. She is a more natural hub than Aaliyah Boston. This Aaliyah hub shit isn't really working out too well, especially how much it goes away from Caitlin Clark. And I got to give role player MVP type consideration to Mercedes Russell. Plus 18 on the floor. I thought she was brilliant. Look, Mercedes Russell is not good, but she's something the Fever don't have, which is legitimate size. Legitimate size. She is giant. And look, the Fever don't have to come up against legitimate size in the playoffs, so I don't love it. But she gave Cardoso the toughest time of anyone. And if there's ever a time where the Fever need legit size, and I don't know when that will be, I think Mercedes Russell really has the ability to, kind of help out with that one. She really does. Ty Harris was anonymous. KK, super. Absolutely super. She's been a freaking revelation. She should be the starter long term. She should be the long-term starter for this team. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. She has to be that. Mo Billings, try to get off your contract in the summer. That's basically it. But now we got to talk about the big two. Kelsey, super second half. Horrible first half. Super second half. From Kelsey Mitchell. She had a 23-point second half. That is fantastic. And some of them were key buckets. It was literally your turn, my turn with Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark for large chunks of that game. It was your turn, my turn, and they just couldn't deal with them. That was one of those times where I'm this is where they are starting to kill it. So I got to give credit where credit's due to Kelsey Mitchell. She was super. But player of the game, Caitlin Clark. Obviously Caitlin Clark. 37-10. She was playing. She was toying with them. Dejanay was trying to aura farm off her. Dejanay was trying to aura farm. She started off with 5 assists early. They were aggressive assists, as in they were assists that you like. This is what I mean by an aggressive assist. If you draw in 3 defenders and somebody's open under the basket and you try to make a pass to them under the basket and it's slightly too high, slightly too low, they fumble it, whatever, you make that pass 10 times out of 10 because it's a guaranteed 2 points. The bad assists are dribbling off your foot, kind of getting trapped and being scared and throwing the ball to your team for a fast break layup. They're bad assists. They're bad turnovers. Of the 5 turnovers she had, one of them was a bad turnover. Legit, inexcusable early on in the game. One was a dumb turnover. And you can have an aggressive dumb turnover. That's fine. But so like she had one bad turnover. And then she had 0 turnovers for the rest of the game. When Caitlin makes early aggressive turnovers, she rarely turns it over the rest of the game. We've seen that in a lot of games. When she makes early aggressive turnovers, she tends to not make that many more turnovers. Wait, shit. Someone sent me $37 and I missed it. Not 40. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Post. I missed that. Not 40, but not bad. If I've missed anyone else's, thank you so much. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, thank you so much. I did not see that. I do apologize for not reading that out. Not 40, not bad. Yeah. And Caitlin wasn't even left on the floor to get her 40. She's already got a 40 in 10 game. So it is what it is. She hit her record for threes and she did it without free throws. Like, what are they even going to say this time? Like, what are they even going to say this time like, about Caitlin Clark? And we're now at the stage where it's like, this Chicago Sky team, this is not the Seattle Storm. This is not they're this pesky young team. This is a good team. Like, they are better than 500 since Dejanay's come back from injury. They have been there or thereabouts 500 since Sloot has come back from injury. Since Skylar Liggins quit, they've been around 500. This is not a bad team. They have wins against the Aces. They won the series against the Valks. I think they won the series against the Liberty. They have beaten the Minnesota Lynx. They have beaten everybody. They beat Minnesota, Vegas, Golden State. Didn't beat Atlanta. Didn't beat Indiana. But like overtime, 3-point game. Both of them with Aaliyah, by the way. Overtime and 3 were the last 2 games. And it's now going to be, it's only the Sky. They're fucking good. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're on a 3-game win streak with the last 2 being the New York Liberty and the Golden State Valkyries. They literally are like, it is what it is. But don't know was at the end of the game, was it? Thank you so much. I missed it. But like Caitlin Clark this season, Caitlin Clark has had more 30-point 10 assist games this season than the rest of the WNBA have had in the history of the league. Crazy.